Hi Divas, today we're talking about time management. I'm going to speak through what I learned from Stephen Covey. Stephen Covey has a book called The 7 Habits of Highly, Effective People. And it's a wonderful book, and definitely there are a lot of things in there that I've learned throughout the time that it took me to read the book, and I probably need to read the book more than once or twice or three to really get all the information. But one of the things I liked is his time management thing. He divided a piece of paper or whatever into 4 quadrants. So you have, a box of the paper, and it's divided into 4. On top you put urgent, not urgent. On the side you put, or on the side I'm going to do with my, this thing. You put important and not important. So on the top you have urgent and not urgent. On the side you have important and not important. And he divides every activity that we do into those 4 quadrants. So for example, you have the urgent and the important quadrant. Those are crises type of moments that need to be taken care of immediately. It's urgent, it's important, it's now. We have to take care of it now, whether it's a crisis at work or a crisis at home. Someone's sick, or someone got hurt, or there's a deadline at work that's due today and you have no choice but to hand it in or you get fired. So those are the important and the urgent ones. Then you have the urgent, not important quadrant. And that urgent, not important quadrant could be a phone call or some type of a meeting or some kind of an activity. It's urgent, not necessarily important. So if you skipped it, probably not going to be the greatest idea in terms of for your work, but it's not going to be life-altering moments, but it's urgent. You need to take care of it and you do it. Then you have that not urgent, not important quadrant. And that's the quadrant a lot of times, unfortunately, where the majority of us are in. And those are the social media type of activities. This is Netflix or TV. I don't want to badmouth Netflix, but TV time moments. Things that you're just not really, you're kind of spacing out. You're really not getting anything out of it. You could scroll for a whole day. YouTubes and all that stuff, all kinds of videos and things like that. So if you're not really learning anything, if you're not really enriching your life in some way, shape, or form, then this is a not urgent and not important activity. And that's the quadrant that we all kind of spend a lot of time in. And the last one that we're going to talk about today is that not urgent but important one. That topic, that quadrant, is what we usually postpone because it is important, but we postpone it because it's not urgent. So building the relationship with our spouses, it's important, but it's not urgent because we kind of assume he's going to be there tomorrow or the day after or next week or next month. But if we don't put time into that relationship, he might not be. Or the relationship with our kids. We take care of all the needs and stuff like that on a daily basis. And that could probably go into that urgent, not important, like laundry and cooking a meal or whatever. But our relationships, those are the things that we put off. We put off taking care of ourselves. So it could be whether it's self-grooming. Oh, I'll get my nails done next week. Or I'll get my hair colored next week. Or it could be learning a new activity. It could be something like learning how to play an instrument or learn how to draw. Or it's important, but it's not urgent. So if I don't learn how to play the guitar today or tomorrow or next month, nothing's going to happen. It's important to me, but I can postpone it for a while. It's no big deal. Or any type of personal growth type of activity. Oh, I'll learn how to do yoga, or I'll learn how to meditate, or I'll learn how to do something to that degree for myself. But it's not really urgent. It's important, and it's important for my health. But I have time. It's no big deal. I can push it aside. And so what we do is that all these important but not urgent activities that are really so important for our well-being, our relationship with our family and our friends, our self, and taking care of ourselves, these are the things that we kind of push and we don't take care of because we think we can have tomorrow to do it or next month or next year to do it. And then either the year passes by and we never get to it, and we kind of maybe miss the mark on that, and we don't have an opportunity again. The opportunity might not come back. So we want to really pay attention to this quadrant because the urgent stuff we take care of. You know, if my kids are sick, then I'm taking them to the doctor no matter what's going on. If someone needs my help, or if I have a deadline that I have to hand in a bill or I have to pay, I'll pay it on time because I need my electricity. So the urgent stuff always gets done. Somehow we stick it in there, we find some time, and we always take care of it. The not urgent, the not important ones, unfortunately, we kind of fill in our hours with it because it's just a way of like de-stressing and, getting our time to ourselves, quiet time to ourselves, but we really don't do anything productive. It's not like it's not the reading time, it's that mindless scrolling time or that mindless screen time that a lot of us take on. And it's okay to do that. I'm not saying it's bad to scroll, and I'm not saying it's bad to watch a movie or whatever floats your boat, but sometimes we have to put that in perspective of how much time we spend on that. And so that might not necessarily be the right thing. So what you really need to start paying attention to, and Stephen Covey says the same thing, is that you need to pay attention to the not urgent but important things and start scheduling those into your calendar. Those are things that are important in the long run. You're going to want to be in a good relationship with your spouse. You're going to want to be in a good relationship with your friends. Spending time with them, spending time with your spouse. What is that personal growth that you were hoping to learn? I've been talking about meditating for about a year now. I've still have not gotten the skill yet to do it on a daily basis, and even when I'm doing it, I'm like, well, is it over now, or is it long enough, or have I done enough? And then I kind of push it aside and say, okay, never mind, this isn't for me, and I don't continue it when I know that everyone who meditates says it's amazing and it's life-changing. So how come I'm not doing it? I've been pushing it aside and, spending my time scrolling instead of maybe meditating at this instead. So what I want you to do for the next forever is to start paying attention to those things that are important, that we do postpone, that we do move it to next week, next month, next year, and thinking that we have the time that we can do it next month or next year. But then sometimes that time goes away and there's no way back to where we would like to be. So pay attention that you decrease your not important, not urgent time activities and increase your important but not urgent activities. And you'll see that there'll be a major difference in your life, in your wellness, in your happiness when you are dealing with those type of things that are important but not urgent. If you're doing those much more, you'll feel a big difference. So pay attention to that and schedule them into your calendar, because we have a tendency to kind of forget about them and put them to the side and then look back on our week and go, wow, I really didn't spend time with my kids as much as I had hoped to do this week. So maybe they need to be inside your calendar on a daily basis. I put my kids in there. I put my husband in there. I put my reading time in there. I did put meditating time in there. I don't really do it, and I still have to work on that. But definitely schedule your things in that are important to you, that you kind of push to the side. If you want to take a class, put that inside your daily calendar and make a conscious decision to follow what's written in that calendar. Okay? If you have any questions, email me, and I hope this helps, and I will speak to you soon. Bye.